If you're here, it's probably because you're a videographer who's tired of living the feast and famine cycle. You shoot one-off projects that barely cover your bills, constantly chasing the next gig just to stay afloat. And you're stuck between 5 to 10K a month, relying on inconsistent leads, hoping someone randomly DMs you on Instagram or finally responds to your cold outreach. You try sending DMs and cold calling, but nobody seems to give a shit about you, and it seems like you're pulling teeth to convince people to work with you. Or maybe you've built an incredible portfolio, but you're struggling to turn that into consistent high-ticket retainers. You know you need to figure out how to provide clients with clear and trackable returns that are easily replicable, regardless of industry, but you just don't know how. Nobody taught you that part. Sound familiar? You know you need to offer something more predictable, something that allows you to scale, but you're unsure how to create an offer that actually works. And worse, you don't have the case studies or proven results to back it up yet. And so you're asking yourself, how can I sell an offer if I don't even have proof that it works? It feels like you're trapped in this endless loop trying to sell your services, but without the confidence or clarity to actually make it happen. If that sounds like you, I want you to keep watching. Because in this video, I'm going to show you how to break out of that cycle and transform your videography business into a lead generation machine. This is the video offer flywheel. Now, this is the exact system that I use to help videographers go from chasing low-paying gigs to closing high-ticket retainers within just weeks. And the best part is you don't need a massive portfolio, years of experience, or even a single case study to get started. This system will give you the confidence to sell your offer, because you're going to become your own best case study. You're going to know that your offer works because you'll have tested it on yourself first, generating leads, closing deals, and creating proof that your clients cannot ignore. So stick with me and I'm going to show you how to implement this in just 24 hours or less. And if you stick with me till the end of this video, I'm going to give you over $5,000 in free resources that I only give to my one-on-one clients that pay me a lot of money. Just please don't tell them. So who is this for? This is for videographers that are ready to escape the feast or famine cycle, creators that are tired of one-off projects and looking for consistent high-ticket clients, those who want a proven offer they can confidently sell, remove yourself from the day-to-day operations and avoid burnout, and people who are ready to work smarter, not harder, and finally build a scalable business. Now, before I show you how it works, let me tell you why you can trust me in the first place. Okay, because I've been exactly where you are, hustling from project to project, wondering where the heck my next gig was gonna come from, spending countless hours on edits that didn't pay enough to justify the time, feeling overwhelmed and unsure of how to build something sustainable. I started just like you, picking up a camera for the first time and started thinking to myself, how can I make money with this? I went to college for 1 year to study film and quickly realized that it was a waste of time. I remember actually asking my entrepreneur major professor, how many professors here actually built a successful business? And he replied, well, I think a few of us have, but primarily we study them, so we know how they operate. Immediately I left and I never went back. I realized, of course, none of them have, because the ones that are actually successful obviously aren't going to be professors at a university. They're too busy making FU money. So I bought into full-time filmmaker and I learned a lot about how to make great video content. Okay, I was able to work with a killer marketing company and see the ins and outs of how they're able to generate over $100 million a year in sales, which ultimately led them to a $1.2 billion IPO. I then got a job as a marketing director, which was quickly cut short when COVID hit. I figured, well, let's start over and try to make this video agency thing work. I moved to Boise and I started over. I went to every networking event that I possibly could. I spent thousands of dollars on courses and tried to make a name for myself. All I had was a shell of an LLC and a dream. And this is me at 4 a.m. on December 30th, 2020. My unemployment ran out. I was $50 overdrawn in my checking account. Bills were coming up and I had no clients. Nobody even knew my name. I set a goal for myself to meet 2 new people every single day. If I just met 2 new people every day, surely someone would know someone that needed videos and I could just get that one client that could pay my bills. So every day I went out and I had to make sure that I checked it off my to-do list. I remember going to BNI and other networking events, and because I hated them so much and felt like they lacked substance, I started my own group. So we hosted our first event with speakers, and I even started the Legacy group to meet other young fire starters. In doing this and going to networking events, somehow I had 3 hot leads on the line. I remember having a discovery meeting with all 3 of them: a dentist, a chiropractor, and a roofing company. They all wanted my videos. They were all super excited to work with me, and I had 3 sales calls scheduled for the following week. And I remember being on the phone with my dad, and I was almost in tears. I said, Dad, I'm so close. if I can just get one of them to close, my bills will be covered. I'll be good. I'll be home free. And this is after months of struggling. And at the same time, I was also applying for a waiter position to 5 different restaurants so I could at least have a backup plan to make money and survive in case I couldn't close anything anytime soon and God was just not on my side. This was it. All this hard work, traveling between different states and jobs, spending $5,000 plus on courses and doing a ton of free work to try and prove myself, it was finally about to start paying off. The next week comes by and I have all my sales meetings. Guess how many of them I closed? None. Not a single one of them. And at the same time, all of the restaurants that I applied for, which mind you, I had a pretty solid resume. I was dressed sharp and I walked into every single one of them to shake the owner or manager's hand and make a good first impression. All of them said I lacked experience and I couldn't work there. So now I'm back to square one. I remember texting my dad. My morale was depleted. I felt weak, vulnerable, and I was completely lost. And I asked him for a loan to at least get me by for another month. And he responded with tears in his eyes. He said, I can't do that. Knowing you have a safety net will only hurt you more. You have to figure this one out on your own. Later that night, he sent me this text. Hey buddy, so you're probably feeling a little deflated and professionally insecure right now. Nope, you shouldn't be. Although this feeling and disposition that you have will prevent that complacency that we discussed, know that you're right where you need to be. This is the place where self-doubt creeps in on those that won't, don't, and can't make it, while the few others, such as yourself, will analyze, learn, adjust, and continually re-engage. This moment, this place right here is where your initial answers will be found and your immediate growth will be accompanied by tomorrow morning sun. You have nothing to worry about. I'll be right here. Granted, I won't save you. You won't and don't need to be saved, but I will help you. If you absolutely need funding, I'm here. But you know that you'll have to be in a rough place before I step in, because unfortunately, if I do have to step in, it'll rob you of learning and growth opportunities, and it will indeed weaken you. On that note, there's nothing financially bad that could possibly happen in the next 5 weeks that will affect you in 5 years or even in 5 months. You're not even close to being in a dire place. You're in fact doing everything just right. Keep going, keep analyzing, keep asking the right questions, keep grinding. You're too intelligent with too much to offer. God has plans for you. Believe it. And so it was that moment I realized something had to change. What I was doing was just not working at all. I had no clarity on how I could actually help businesses. I didn't know how to actually get qualified leads predictably for my business. I was doing what all these coaches and gurus were telling me to do, but nothing was working. And I was beating my head against a wall every day and it was miserable. But then I discovered what I now call the video flywheel. Okay, using this system, I quite literally transformed my business, landing high-ticket clients consistently, building predictable income, and scaling my operation to over $40,000 a month in recurring revenue. And I'm not the only one. Since then, I got hit up left and right from videographers asking how they can do the same thing, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing now. And I realized it would be an absolute disservice to other people who have been in the same position that I was and not show them how to completely change the trajectory of their business around forever. So I became obsessed. I've helped dozens of videographers get the same results, and many of whom had never even considered themselves salespeople before this. And honestly, there's guys now doing a lot better than even I was. For example, when Nolan came to me, he was stuck at 1.5K a month. He jumped between programs, wasting tens of thousands of dollars, and maybe land a few deals here and there just to end up back in the same place that he started. He came to me defeated and alone. Fast forward, last month, he closed $50,000 in deals in just 2 weeks. And now he's collecting $72,000 a month and getting insane results for his clients. You know what that means? His clients are never going to stop paying him because he's actively making them more money. And it's black and white. Oh, and these closes are all within 1 week. He literally can't stop closing. Right here. All these closes, he did this in 1 week. You can see down below, his current client closed $27,000 off of $1,200 in ad spend, and he has $150,000 in estimates out there. Or how about Josh and Shenna? When they first started working with us, they were stuck doing weddings and they wanted more. They were tired of going month after month, trying to find the next wedding, spending countless hours editing, and then repeat the process. They wanted more predictability, to provide clients with rock hard results and start loving the very job they fell in love with in the first place. And fast forward, in just a few short months, they're doing $20,000 in monthly recurring revenue. They know all the numbers in their business and they love their job. You can see right here, Shenna closed a $14,500 paid in full for a landscaping company that brought them to $16,000 in monthly recurring revenue. And they closed a contracted amount of $40,000 in just 5 days. Or we can look at Aiden, who was making $15,000 a month, but he was only keeping $4,000 of it due to poor systems and management. He also lost a big client and didn't know how to find his next one. Now he's hovering at 70% profit margins and was able to close 2 clients back to back for $2,000 a month each the next day after implementing the system. And you can see right here, him closing these 2 deals back to back. Or how about Ben, who was barely making $5,000 a month, could not afford bills, and was in dire need of a system to predictably get clients, and is now doing minimum $20,000 months with 80% profit margins. Or Tanner, who had no clients and no idea how to get leads for clients and was stuck doing wedding videos. All he had was a camera and a dream. And within 2 months, he closed a whale of a client using this exact system I'm about to teach you, which is a $20,000 a month contract for 3 months, which is a $60,000 deal. Okay, I get it. At this point, you're probably yelling at me through the screen, Ridge, I believe you, shut up and just show me how you do it. I had to tell you these stories so you actually believe me, because there's way too many gurus out there claiming to have crazy results that maybe worked once for them, maybe for somebody else, but it's not predictable and people aren't seeing the same results over and over and over again. So now you believe that the system actually works. Let's get into it, okay? I thought you'd never ask. Let's share the sauce with you guys. Under one condition though, okay? We're almost there. I hate nothing more than people who ask me for advice, but then after I spend time sharing something with them, like all the countless hours I put into making this training for you, they choose to go back to doing what they've been doing this whole time and they don't take action. So do me a favor, only proceed in this video if you're committed to scaling and will actually put in the work. Still here? Okay, good. Let's get into it. Here's the key to solving your biggest challenge as a videographer. I'm gonna go over 2 main things with you. Number 1, how to get a killer case study in just 24 to 48 hours with the Video Offer Flywheel system. And 2, how to close your next $15,000 in the next 2 weeks with the minimum friction video funnel. Now, this is not gonna be some BS generic advice. I'm removing all the fluff and I'm giving you direct, tactical, and implementable advice in this video. You're gonna feel like you're drinking from a fire hose of information over the next few minutes, but I'm gonna teach you more than your entire 4-year marketing degree, guaranteed. So grab a pen and paper and let's dive into it. So you're probably wondering, Rich, how can I actually sell my offer confidently when I don't have results to show for it, when I haven't actually done this for somebody yet? And the answer, you become your own best case study. So let me ask you a question. Would you trust a car mechanic with a broken down car? Absolutely not. You're gonna be like, bro, if you fix cars, why the hell is yours broken down in the corner over there, right? You probably wouldn't trust him, and neither would I. So if you sell videos to grow their businesses and generate more lead flow, then why the hell aren't you doing it for yourself? Of course, no one's gonna trust you with their money. You absolutely need to be running ads and be implementing a funnel for your own business. It is a non-negotiable. Matter of fact, when you are your own best case study, it holds 100 times more weight than client case studies because you're practicing what you preach. It shows you truly know all the ins and outs, the obstacles, all the constraints, and you're truly an expert at what you do. And the beauty with video marketing agencies is that your marketing is the same as your service delivery. That's the power of the Video Offer Flywheel. Okay, I hope you got your pen and paper at this point. Let's actually get into this and how you can apply this exact strategy into your business. Here's exactly how it works. We need to know who we're selling to, what we are selling, how much we're selling it for, and how we're going to get these clients results. Okay, so we need to know who, what, and how. If you can't run ads, have sales calls, or display the confidence necessary to close deals if we aren't confident in the system that we are selling in the first place. So you're going to target local high-ticket service-based businesses. This includes most home services like roofing, HVAC, contractors, etc. High-ticket coaches, attorneys, CPAs. You get the idea. B2B service providers looking to generate leads and increase booked calls. Business owners already spending money on lead generation but struggling with low-quality leads. And companies looking to implement a predictable system for acquiring clients. That's who we're going after. And we're gonna sell them a 4-month content and ads package to start delivering them qualified leads on a silver platter within 7 days of them signing. This is going to be priced at $7,500 paid in full or $1,875 per month. The monthly deliverables are as follows. Ad creation and optimization is number 1. You're gonna make 3 ad creatives per month, each with 3 hook variations, which is a total of 9 ad tests per month. These are direct response lead form ads for high conversion rates. 2, lead nurture system. That was your top of funnel. This is your middle of funnel. We're gonna nurture the leads that we get from our top of funnel. 3 email nurture sequences targeting leads that did not book a call with pre-call expectation videos in those emails to ensure higher show-up rates. And then ad management and CRM setup, full ads manager setup and optimization, and then integrations to automate lead follow-ups and ensure no leads are lost in the pipeline. This also includes client portal access with all ad performance data and tracking metrics, and implementation of nurture email sequences and automated follow-ups. You're also gonna be consulting with them and training them. An onboarding call is gonna ensure a seamless setup, and you're gonna do monthly strategy calls to optimize ad performance and improve closing rates for them. Now, at this point, you're probably thinking, Ridge, what the heck is all this stuff? I know nothing about KPIs, performance tracking, or any of that. I promise you, it's a lot easier than you think. Stick with me. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it, and you're gonna thank me later, okay? This is all for free, by the way. Here's the expected results your clients can see and what the value proposition is for them, okay? 1, you're gonna get them predictable lead flow. Clients receive qualified leads within the first week of their campaign launching. 2, they're gonna get a higher close rate because you're delivering them pre-qualified leads who have been nurtured and educated before they hop on the sales call in the first place. 3, this is reduced client churn. You're gonna give them clear deliverables and ongoing optimizations to ensure you keep making the money so they keep paying you so you reduce your churn. And then lastly, scalability. Clients can increase ad spend for a proportional increase in booked calls and revenue. So once it starts working, you literally just spend more on the ads that you made for them and they start making more money, okay? Here's what the process and the timeline looks like. Week 1 is onboarding. Client signs contract and receives onboarding email with CRM access. You then schedule the kickoff call to set goals, expectations, and gather business details from them. Week 1 through 2, ads are scripted, filmed, and edited. Ads and nurture sequences are uploaded to the CRM and integrated with automated follow-ups. And then week 2 to 3, ads go live and initial results are monitored closely. Then we do the first round of optimizations applied based on lead quality. And then month 2 to 4, we're doing continuous adjustments to improve lead quality and cost per acquisition. And then monthly client meetings to review results and implement improvements. That's the timeline. Here's why this offer works really well. 1, most agencies simply provide leads, but this system nurtures and qualifies them before they ever speak with the sales team. You probably talk with a lot of people that say, man, I paid agencies before in the past. They delivered me a bunch of leads, but none of the leads closed. It didn't work. Or an agency made me a bunch of videos, but no leads came from it. This system is fully cohesive, so we check off all the boxes. So they get leads that are predictable in the first place, and the leads we do deliver are qualified and ready to buy. 2, clients can expect faster results, typically seeing qualified leads within 1 week. So reduces the time delay for them to actually see the result. Reason most video offers suck is because you tell people, oh, we need at least 3 or 4 months of continuously posting and organic for you to start seeing results. Businesses don't want that. They need results now. They need it fast. So this guarantees we get them results and leads within 1 week. Number 3, automation ensures consistency, reducing manual follow-ups and wasted leads. And number 4, you deliver clear pricing and deliverables, eliminating confusion and increasing the perceived value on the client's end. Now, section 2, once we craft the ads, we have this. Now we know what we're selling, who we're selling to, and what the offer looks like. We're gonna launch a minimum friction lead form funnel. This is for you. Now that you know what you're selling, who you're helping, and how you're helping them, you, as the videographer, are going to launch ads, and you're gonna take this system and then do it for yourself so you can start getting leads of people that want this offer. So again, now that we understand why you must be your own best case study, let's get into how you can create that case study fast, i.e. in the next 24 to 48 hours, and use it to close $15,000 in deals in the next 2 weeks. The secret is the minimum friction video lead form funnel. Most videographers overcomplicate lead generation. They think they need a full-fledged website, fancy branding, and a complex funnel to land high-paying clients. And that's just simply dead wrong. Here's what you're going to do instead. 1, a simple, high-converting Facebook and Instagram lead form campaign that starts bringing in inbound leads immediately. Okay? Here's why this works. Speed to market. We don't waste time building a full website or funnel. We launch this offer in less than 24 hours so we can start getting leads right away. This also involves minimal commitment from leads. Most business owners are not clicking through long funnels, massive websites. They're responding to short, punchy ads that allow them to submit their info inside Facebook in just a few short, quick clips. The offer we use is crafted to immediately trigger an emotional response from the prospect. Okay, they see the ad, realize their marketing sucks, and submit their details right away. So step number 1, we're gonna script your ad in just 10 minutes here. We need an ad that calls out the exact problem business owners are facing and makes them feel like they need you right now, today. Here's a plug and play ad script. Wisconsin service business owners, are you sick of sitting around waiting for SEO to magically make your phone ring? Spoiler alert, it's not 2012 anymore. If your strategy is praying Google blesses you, you're wasting time and money. Problem awareness. Let's be real. Most agencies are full of shit. They tell you they got a proven system and then stick you with some kid fresh out of college who couldn't sell water to a fish. Meanwhile, you're over here watching your ad budget circle down the drain. Solution, I work with niche business, say service businesses. I work with service businesses to turn video content into booked sales calls using my video offer flywheel. We guarantee you qualified exclusive leads in your pipeline within 7 days or you don't pay. So if you're done throwing money at marketing bullshit, click the link below and schedule a call directly with me so I can make you my next success story. Simple enough, right? Step number 2, after we had our ad scripted, we're going to film it and then we're going to edit it and then we're going to launch a Facebook and Instagram lead form ad. This is really easy to do. You're going to go to business.facebook.com and you're going to set up a lead form. Go after business owners in home services, high ticket B2B, attorneys, CPAs, and other local high ticket service providers. You're going to start with $50 a day. No more, no less. We're going to use meta lead forms, okay? Not traffic ads, to get prospects to submit their name, email, and phone number without leaving the Facebook platform. And then as soon as they submit their info, we're going to call them within 5 minutes to book a discovery call. Speed to lead is everything. And then step number 3, we're gonna book 10 plus calls in the next 7 days directly from this marketing funnel. And your goal is simple. Get 10 to 15 inbound leads in the first week. Call every lead within 5 minutes to maximize conversions and book at least 5 solid discovery calls in the next 7 days. Now stay with me because I'm giving you a $5,000 gift at the end completely for free now that you've stuck with me for this long. Section number 3, we're gonna test the offer on yourself. Now that you're running the exact system you plan to sell, you are proving that it works in real time. This flips your entire sales conversation on its head. Instead of trying to convince prospects that your method will work, you simply show them your own business as proof and the fact that they're there on the call with you because of the system that you're about to do for them. And here's why this is important. Here's why this matters. It provides instant credibility. When prospects ask, you got any case studies? You say, I don't just do this for clients. I use this exact strategy to generate my own leads every single day. Hence why you're on this call with me right now. It's a refined offer. Running this system for yourself allows you to see bottlenecks in real time and fix them before selling it to clients. The best way to learn is by just doing it yourself and figuring it out as you go. 3, this is guaranteed confidence for you to go and sell because you're not selling theory. You're selling a proven system that you're already actively testing. And this massively boosts your confidence in your sales calls. Now, here are the key performance indicators to track. These are the KPIs that will determine whether your funnel is performing and it's on track. 1, cost per lead. We need this to be under $50. If your cost per lead is above $50, your targeting or your ad creative needs improvement. Your hook ideally is not that good or the offer is not clear. Test different ad hooks and angles. Try different pain points in your messaging and improve your lead form questions to pre-qualify leads before they book the call. 2, cost per booked call. We want to keep this number under $150. So keep it under $150 for every booked call that you get. Not all of your leads are going to book a call. Expect 20 to 30% of them to convert to booked calls. Now, if your cost per booked call is above $150, we're going to add a lead nurture step. We're going to automate email and text follow-up. So we're going to remind them to book that call. We're going to send personalized video messages via DM or Facebook Messenger to create urgency. And we're going to do retargeting ads with social proof and testimonials to get back in front of them to remind them to book that call with you. Number 3, call show up rate. We need this to be over 70%. If less than 70% of your booked calls actually show up to the call, we need to implement these fixes. 1, pre-call expectation video. Send them a 2-minute video on what to expect on the call right after they book the call to encourage them to show up and to prime them and get them prepared so they show up ready to go. 2, reminder texts and emails. We're going to use SMS and email to send a 24-hour email reminder and text reminder, a 3-hour reminder, and a 15-minute before reminder. And then we're going to confirm their intent. When a call is booked, you're going to send them a text message that says, looking forward to our call tomorrow, just so I can prep what made you want to book this call. What's the number one challenge that you need help solving? This gets them psychologically committed to actually showing up. And then 4, customer acquisition cost or CAC. This is under $500. This is the most important metric. You are buying customers, not just leads. So if your CAC is over $500, we need to tweak either your closing process. Are you confidently handling objections? Are you following a proven sales script framework? Which, hint, hint, keep staying with me in the video. I'm going to give you something like that, okay? 2, your targeting. Are you focusing on the right industries? Is your targeting ideal? Is the meta algorithm actually honing in on your audience? 3, your nurture system. Are you educating leads before the call? Are we priming them? You should not just book a call and then have 0 form of communication before they actually show up. And then 4, your budget. Are you getting enough volume to see trends? You can't spend $100 and expect to get enough data back to figure out what's working and what's not. You need to spend at least $300 to have enough data to start making addresses in your bottlenecks. Here's how to close $15,000 in the next 2 weeks. With leads coming in, your next job is to turn them into paying clients really fast, okay? Here's the exact sales process that's gonna help you close $15,000 in the next 15 days. 1, qualify to every lead within 5 minutes, okay? The second a lead comes in, you call them and you ask 3 key questions. 1, what is your biggest challenge with generating leads right now? 2, have you ever run ads or used video marketing before? And 3, what is your revenue goal for the next 6 months? If they're spending money on marketing and have a revenue target of $250,000 per year plus, book the sales call. That's a good lead. Step 2, use the NEPQ sales framework on the actual sales call. On the call, follow Jeremy Miner's neuro-emotional persuasion questioning method to get the prospect to sell themselves. And that goes as follows. 1 is pain expansion, okay? Why do you think your current marketing isn't working? We need to figure out what the current pain is. Why are they on this call? What's not working? Where are they trying to go? What's going to happen if they don't solve the problem right now? What is that going to look like? Pain expansion. 2, future pacing. What would it look like if we fix this for you? Start painting the picture of what business is going to look like, what their life's going to look like after solving this problem for them. And then 3, objection handling. Let's assume the price wasn't an issue. Do you believe the strategy will work for your business? Make sure you understand how to handle objections properly, okay? When you do this correctly, they're gonna convince themselves that they need you, and then you get the close. Now, step 3, make the offer irresistible. When you pitch, you need to make sure you're framing your service as an investment, not an expense. They are not spending money, they are investing money to make more money. And that's how we frame the entire sales conversation. Here's an example. We're gonna get your first qualified leads within 7 days of launching the campaign. And if you follow our process, you should be seeing a 10x ROI within just 60 days. And then section 4, we turn the flywheel and we scale to $30,000 a month with our video agency. Once you close your first 2 deals, the offer flywheel starts working on autopilot. You scale your own ads to bring in even more leads. You raise your price to $10K per client. You now have a real client case study plus your own case study, and you reinvest the profit into ads, hiring, fulfillment, systems, automations to scale further. And at this stage, you have a proven client acquisition system that can be scaled to $30,000 a month and beyond. Now, what makes this different from what all these other videographers are selling? Most coaching programs tell you to fake it until you make it or rely on somebody else's case studies to sell your offer. But with the video offer flywheel, you don't need to fake anything. You prove that it works on yourself first, giving you the confidence and the clarity to then sell it to anyone. So at this point, you're probably thinking, damn, it's really that simple? In theory, yes. In execution, not really. Here's the reality. Most videographers will watch this video, hopefully this isn't you, take some notes, and then go right back to doing the same thing they've been doing because they might think, oh, it's too complicated or it's too hard, it's too much work. And they go back to doing what they're doing before and they keep complaining about the fact they're not making any money. And guess what? They're gonna stay stuck exactly where they are and where they've been this whole time. Or maybe you're gonna try running your own ads and setting up your funnel, but you're gonna miss key nuances that make or break this system. For example, do you know how to optimize your funnel so that you're paying under $150 per booked call and keeping your customer acquisition costs under $500? Do you know how to systematize your sales process so that you're spending less time chasing clients and more time closing them? Do you know how to package your offer and stack your value in a way that gets clients to stop objecting and just say, where do I send the money? If not, where will your business be in 6 months if you keep doing what you've been doing this whole time? The truth is, there's a lot of noise out there, all right? A lot of advice from people who have never actually done the thing that they're teaching. You need to learn from someone who has been exactly where you are and is now exactly where you want to be. You could take this information and figure it out on your own. You'll probably get there eventually. But I promise you, it will cost you 10 times more in time, money, and missed opportunities. At this point, if you are serious about building a predictable system that feeds your business with high quality leads daily, escaping the freelancer trap and actually running a business, not just chasing your next gig, and closing deals on autopilot so you can spend more time doing high value work and less time begging for projects, then why not learn directly from someone who has helped dozens of videographers, actually well over 100 at this point, break through $20,000, $30,000, and even $50,000 per month with your video business? Here's how this works. I've opened up a few spots on my calendar to speak with videographers who are ready to break out of the feast or famine cycle and scale their business. We're gonna deep dive into your business. We're gonna identify roadblocks and we're gonna build a clear plan to get you closing high ticket retainers ASAP. This isn't a high pressure sales call or anything like that. It's a real strategy session that we're just gonna gift to you, designed to help you gain clarity and take action. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've tried ads before and they didn't work. Or what if this works for others, but it doesn't work for me? Or what if it's just another sales pitch like all these other ones that I've been on? Let me clear this up for you right now. If you say you tried ads before, but they didn't work, ads don't fail, bad strategy does. If you've run ads before and they flopped, it's because your messaging, targeting, or follow-up was broken. And this system has been battle tested, okay? And when implemented correctly, it works every single time. Well, what if this works for other people, but not me? My situation's unique and it's different. You're not special in a good way. The only reason that this wouldn't work is if you just don't take action. I've helped videographers go from $0 to $50,000 a month in just months, and every single one of them started exactly where you are right now, whether you want to believe it or not. The difference is they simply made the decision to commit. That's it. Or is this just another sales call? We're going to waste time and ask me how much money I want to make, and then at the end, give me a price? No. This call is 100% focused on your business to actually put together a clear, actionable scaling plan for you so you have clarity on how to actually move forward, regardless of the outcome at the end of the call. We're gonna identify what's holding you back and then map out a plan to fix it step by step. So if it makes sense for us to work together, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And if not, you're still gonna leave with a game plan. The only risk here is in doing nothing. Every day that you wait, you are leaving money on the table. Clients are paying somebody. Why not you? Now again, who is this for? Who is this strategy session for? This is for videographers who are full-time and they're committed to scaling. Creators who want to build a predictable system for client acquisition. Business owners who want to stop chasing projects and start closing retainers. And people who are willing to put in the work, execute, and actually see results. Who's this not for though? This is not for people looking for a magic bullet or a shortcut to make a lot of money fast. This is not for people who aren't willing to invest into themselves and invest into building the proper skill sets. And this is not for beginners who have never worked with clients before in their life. And this is not for people who make excuses instead of taking action. So if this sounds like you, I want you to book a scaling session right now. We only take a handful of calls per week, and once the spots are gone, they're gone. Let me be clear. This is not another course, generic coaching program, or watch a bunch of videos and hope it works type of deal. This is one-on-one tailored guidance to help you scale fast. So here's what to do next. Click the button below, schedule your free strategy call. We're gonna audit your business, identify roadblocks, and map out a plan. And if it makes sense to work together, I'll show you exactly how we can help. At this point, you've got two options. Okay, option one, keep trying to figure this out on your own, wasting months or years stuck in the same cycle. Or option two, you book the call, you take action, and you start closing $7,500 plus retainers within just weeks of implementation. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. This is your chance to break the cycle. Click below and book the strategy session now. Now at this point, while you're booking that call, you made it this far, let me give you that $5,000 in free resources that you asked for, okay? Because you stuck with me until the end, I'm also gonna hook you up with the exact tools that my high ticket clients pay thousands of dollars for. After you book your scaling session with us, I want you to DM me the word flywheel on Instagram. And I'm personally going to send you the exact one call close script so you can start closing high ticket retainers immediately after booking calls, the exact KPI tracking sheet so you can track your numbers and optimize your funnel like a pro, and the step-by-step training on running ads, literally step-by-step, so you can get your lead gen machine running in just 24 hours or less. No fluff, no gimmicks, just real proven strategies. So book the call, DM me flywheel, take action. I'll see you there.